Good morning to the class. So in last class we listened a story about the town mouse and the country mouse. It's a very funny story and very hilarious story, children. So did you read in textbook all it? Yes, okay. So today we are going to complete some textbook exercises according to the first lesson. So before going to complete the textbook exercise, first we will see some hard words or some new words in this lesson. So if you have the textbook, you can open the textbook and follow this one. Otherwise, you can listen these words and read them carefully. So listen, children. First one in the glossary. First one we have country. So what is the meaning of country? Country means some village or an area outside towns or cities with the fields and farms. So country means some village place, some village area or outside of the towns. Next, affectionately. Affectionately means showing love or showing caringness. Next, pack. Pack means to put clothes etc. into a bag in preparation for a trip away from home. Next, uncomfortable. Uncomfortable means unpleasant. Next, grumble. Grumble means to complain about something in a bad tempered way. So when you are getting some angry about anyone, so we are going to complain on them. So that is a grumble. Next, chug. Chug means to move making the sound of an engine. Chug means to move making the sound of an engine. Next one, dreadful. Dreadful means very bad or unpleasant. Very bad or unpleasant means dirtiness. Okay, so these are the hard words or new words here we have in our textbook. So next, after this we'll go with some textbook exercises, children. See here. So choose the best answer from the choices given to complete the each sentence. So to complete the sentences here, they are given for each and every statement. They are given 3 options. So in these 3 you have to select the correct one. So first one, you see the town mouse and country mouse are friends, cousins or classmates. So which one is the correct answer? The town mouse and the country mouse both are cousins. Okay. Next, the house of the town mouse was, it's a field in a village, a building in a village, a kitchen cupboard in a town. So how the town mouse house is? It is a kitchen cupboard in a town. Next, third one, you see the house of the town mouse was, it's a full of most delicious food, full of sugar canes and roots and full of coconut water. So the third one, it's a full of most delicious food. So by mistake here the option they are given B, children, but actual answer is option A. For the third one you have to write the option A is the correct answer. Next, fourth one, you see at the end of the story the country mouse, it went back to his country, stayed in the town or visited the town mouse. So at the end of the story the country mouse went back to his country. That is the correct option. And next, here we have some true or false also. Here they are given some statements. So again here we have to identify which statement is the false one, which one is the true. So first one, you see the country mouse lives in a town. The country mouse lives in a town or village. It always lives in a village. So it is a false statement. Next, second one, you see the town mouse feels very comfortable in the train. Is it feels comfort or uncomfort? It feels very uncomfortable. So this is also false statement. Next, third one, it was hot when the town mouse traveled to the countryside. It was hot when the town mouse traveled to the countryside. Yes, it feels very hot in the countryside. So that is also true statement. Next, fourth one, the town mouse liked to eat cooked food. The town mouse liked to eat only cooked food. So it is also true statement. Next, fifth one, you see there are more lights, cars and lorries in the town than in village. So we know this one. In the village, after 7 o'clock or after 8 o'clock is completely lights will be off, but in the towns how it will be? So in midnight also, even in midnights also there should be completely full of lights and traffic. So it is also true statement. After this one, here you see some vocabulary. The following sentences are from your lesson only. Read them carefully and tick the correct meaning of the underlined word in each sentence. Here they are given some sentences from our lesson only, and one word should be underlined in the sentence. So here we have to identify the correct meaning for that underlined word. So see the first one. He has asked me to spend a week in the countryside. He had asked me to spend a week in the countryside. So what is the meaning of countryside? Countryside means a land outside towns and cities with fields and woods, etc. That is the meaning. Next, second one, you see, the town mouse packed his bags. The town mouse packed his bags. So packed means put clothes, etc. into bag in preparation for a trip away from home. So packing means whenever we are going to any trip or for 1 day or 2 days, we can pack some clothes and whatever the things we want to. So those we can pack in a bag. That is the meaning of pack. Next, third one, you see, the day was the day was bright and sunny. The day was bright and sunny. Here the word sunny was underlined here. So what is the meaning of sunny? Sunny means with a lot of bright light from the sun, or with a cool and wind from the east, or without rain. So what is the exact meaning of sunny? Sunny means with a lot of bright light from the sun. So that is a sunny day. Next, fourth one, you see, he nibbled at the root and the sugar cane. He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane. Nibbled means not showing any interest. Okay, so here they are given 3 options. We will see the 3 options. Took a large quantity of food, or took a small quantity of food showing a slight interest, and took food with a great interest. So which one is the correct option? Option B is the correct one. Next, the country mouse arrived in town. The country mouse arrived in town. Arrived. What is the meaning of arrived here? Arrived means got to a place. So where we want to go, whenever we are reaching that place, so that should be arrived. The country mouse arrived in a town. So these exercises you have to complete in your textbook, children. Next, second Roman, you see, fill in the blanks using appropriate phrases given below. They are given some words. So these words we have to use in the given paragraph. We will read the paragraph, then afterwards we will complete the paragraph with appropriate phrases. See here. So Ram Babu started his journey to his grandfather's village in Prakasam district. Ram Babu started his journey to his grandfather's village in Prakasam district. He caught a train to reach the village. So he caught a train to reach the village. The train arrived at the station. The train arrived at the station. At that time, he was hungry and thirsty. So whenever he arrived to the railway station, he feels very hungry and thirsty. As soon as he dashed the train, he wanted to drink and eat something. So he dashed but found nothing to eat or drink. He started walking towards his grandfather's house. On the way, he found a shop which was dash of cold drinks. He had dash of money, so he bought a cool drink and a dash of bread. So these blanks we have to fill with appropriate phrases. See, first one, you see, as soon as he dashed the train, as soon as he got off the train. So whenever the train was arrived, then he wanted to drink and eat something. He wanted to eat and drink something. So he dashed but found nothing to eat or drink. So he looked around. But nothing to eat. But he should not found anything to eat and drink. So he started walking towards his grandfather's house. On the way, he found a shop which was dash of cool drinks, which was full of cool drinks. Then he had dash of money. He had plenty of money. He had more money. More means plenty of money. So he bought a cool drink and a piece of bread. To eat. So like this, you have to fill the given blanks with the given phrases. Okay. So this one also, if you have the textbook, at you, you can fill this one, you can complete the exercises. Next again another one exercises they are given. See children, third one, read the following sentence from your lesson and identify the underlined expression. He nibbled at the root and sugar cane. He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane. See sugar cane, the word sugar cane was underlined here. The expression sugar cane is a compound noun. It is a compound noun. Compound noun means it is a combination of two nouns. Compound noun means combination of two nouns. So sugar cane, sugar plus cane, sugar is one noun and cane is one noun. So sugar plus cane is sugar cane. This is the compound noun. So from the lesson now we will pick some compound nouns like the sugar cane, and here they are given one column also. You can see that column children. Column A, column B they are given. In column A they are given some words and in column B they are given some words. So by using these two, by adding these two, we can write one compound word. So first one you see, by matching these two we can write one compound word. So first one you see children, birthday. In column A we have first one birth and in column B day, birthday. Doorbell, doorbell. Firewood, firewood. Handkerchief, handkerchief. Moonlight, moonlight. Motorcycle, motorcycle. Sunshine, sunshine. Gateway, gateway. So like this you have to add the two words and we can get one combined word. That combined word is called as the compound noun. So compound noun means when we are adding the combination of two nouns. The combination of two nouns is called as a compound word. The combination of two words is called as a compound noun. So like this in this lesson we can able to get so many compound words: doorbell, firewood, handkerchief, moonlight, motorcycle, sunshine, gateway. Not only this, we can write so many words like that. So after that, here we have some other exercises also. These exercises we will complete in the next class children. So up to this, whoever have the textbooks with you, you can try to complete the exercises and you can read them also. So first read the lesson children. First read the lesson carefully and try to complete the given exercises up to this one, and remaining grammar will go for the next class. Thank you.